new season is right around the corner, and a lot of you guys are maybe thinking, what's going to be the rep rewards? What is going to be the new clothes? What's going to be the new things that's going to pop up in the new season? Is it going to be something that's going to be different from the prior season that we just seen, or are we going to see the same thing on NBA 2K23? As of 2K, they end up dropping a quick little trailer for y'all boys. They dropped the Season 8 trailer, and as of that Season 8 trailer, they did show some of the rewards that we will be getting in Season 8. And I know some of you guys get real hyped about their season rewards, but it's some things that y'all be forgetting about. The animations, the seasonal animations, like the James Harden signature size of escape has not been released yet. And I'm still been waiting for that signature size of escape because they can be put on crazy builds that y'all don't understand. That actual signature size of escape can be used on this build I'm going to be showing you today. Now look, I want y'all in the comment section to let me know, how do you feel about the Season 8 rewards? As of them bringing the mascots back for level 30, you have the chance to get an extra badge point at 39, and then if you hit 40, you get a tiger. Now for the past few couple of weeks, I've been playing on a lot of bigger builds. As you usually see, I'm on those small guards here and there, then I hop on the 6'8", 6'9", but lately I've been on the 6'11", 7-foot build. If you didn't see my Victor Wembanyama build, or also you didn't see my Nikola Jokic build, y'all might want to end up going to check out those videos. The link will be in the description. Now I was messing around with taller builds that's not 6'9", not 6'8", over that 6'9" height that can really get a bucket. As I'm messing around with those builds, I showed you that I can get a bucket with a 43 ball control. I showed you I can get a bucket with a 65 ball control, but now it's time to put a little ball control on these builds and make this build an all-around build to get a bucket. Now look, we're gonna end up hopping into my player builder, and I'm gonna show you this crazy build. Now as we usually see in my KD build, y'all be like, my KD build is overpowered. The KD build is crazy, but as I'm making this build today, it's going to be a small forward. You can make it a power forward, but when we usually make these tall builds, y'all mostly think 6'8", 6'9". Now we're gonna push it up just a little. We're gonna push it up to the 6'10" rim. As I told y'all, I hopped on the 6'11" build, I hopped on the 7-foot build. I went crazy on those builds. But now we're on the 6'10" piece. As being on the 6'10" piece, we wanna make this build a dominant force when it comes to offense and defense. Now look, when it comes to making this build, we're going to make it 6'10", 200 pounds. The wingspan is going to stay as it is, 7'3" wingspan. The body type, that's up to you. Now, when I usually play on a lot of builds, I don't put my wingspan fully maxed, so my shot speed can be a little bit quicker than what it usually would be if I end up having that build at a max wingspan. Now look, as a ball control, I know I'm out here dribbling on these big builds, making it happen. Y'all know an 80 ball control is definitely good enough, but having a 77 ball control in this game, you get quick first step on silver. Getting that quick first step on silver is cool and all, but if you got the acceleration, you got the speed, you will be good. And the quick first step with speed with ball, you can be straight. But having a 95 post control can change the game. Having quick first step on goal and unpluckable on Hall of Fame on a 6'10" build. When you hear that, you just think it sounds insane, but it is possible to do. So the first build I'm going to be showing you is the 6'10" with silver quick first step. Now this is going to be the regular way you can make this if you do not touch post control. You're going to have a 73 standing dunk. If you want standing dunk, that's up to you, but it does help you get the badge points. But I would love to have a standing dunk on a build like this, especially being 6'10". You can be at the 3 or the 4, or even pop it out with the 2. Now as a driving dunk, most people stop at 86, but you might as well go 87 so you can get that Zion alley-oop dunk package. Now for the driving layup, can be 80. As of this being 80, you can get a lot of different layup packages. Even though you're 6'10", you can get a lot of different layup packages. And to end off the finishing, we had that 96 close shot. Now for the shooting for this build, you can go 85 3-pointer or 87. It's something about having an 87 3-pointer right in between. I get a better green window. Like, as you know, you get higher and higher in the actual 3-point rating, your green window is gonna get better. Me shooting with an 87 3-pointer, it's literally fluent almost every time, and my offense consistency goes higher and higher just because I have my 3-pointer higher and my mid-range is at a decent rate. Now for the playmaking for this build, we're gonna go with the 80 ball control, even though you can go to 81, and that's just the same attribute so I can get it on another badge point. Now look, the speed with ball is going to be 72. If you go 73, you could, but you don't get an extra badge point. But if you want to go with the pass accuracy 75, it's cool, but you can throw it up a little bit more to 76 to get the 18 badge point, so you can have 18 playmaking badges on this build. Now look, we got 17, 20, 18. Now when we get to the defense, you want to see the defense is going to be crazy on this build. You got an 83 perimeter defense. Of course, you're not going to get cleansed because you're 6'10", but you do have a 78 still, so you get interceptor on silver. Now you're in interior defense is not going to be the best, but 74 definitely could get the job done. And we all know interior defense on this game is very hit or miss. But when it comes to the block, you can go to an 87 block, but we might as well go up one more to get that chase down on Hall of Fame. Now, when it comes to rebounding, the offensive rebound, I'm gonna have an 81 offensive rebound. That's what we're gonna do, 81 offensive rebound to get that badge point. And then as a defensive rebound, we're gonna go with 85, so we get rebound chaser on silver. Plus, we're gonna end up getting an extra badge point as well of having 17, 20, 18, and 25. Now, for the physicals for this build, 81 speed, 79 acceleration, then you're gonna have an 80 vertical for the blocking ability, and then you're gonna have a 92 stamina. Now, if you look at this build all around, this is looking very similar to my Kevin Durant build, but it's better in certain aspects as of playing perimeter defense, getting blocks, rebound is better, and the actual physicals are somewhat better. It just don't come with quick first step on goal as it being 6'9" versus a 6'10". But as of the takeovers, you get sharp, you get rim, you get lock, and you can get glass cleaning takeover. Now look, that's a lot of takeovers. You can play the 3, you can play the 4, you can even possibly run guard on this build based on where you want to play at. But now for the build y'all boys been waiting for, the build with the quick first step on goal with the unpluckable on Hall of Fame. As of having a post control of 95, this will unlock those attributes and those badges. Now it's going to be a little bit different for the finish because you have to sacrifice your post control just to end up getting the attributes to get those 2 badges. Now look, we got an 86 driving dunk, 70 layup, and we're going to have a 70, I say we go 75 close shot. If you go 76, the attributes are going to lock up when it comes to actually getting to the defense. Now for the shooting, we're going to rock up with the 87 or 85. I'm going to show you what the 85 look like, but we're going to start with the 87. If you want to go with the 87 3-pointer, rock up with the 87 3-pointer. I'm telling you, you're not going to really regret having an 87 3-pointer on 2K. I'm going to be honest. But you're going to have a 19 shooting badges on this build with 18 finishing. And for the badges, just know, it's just like a 6'9", but it's going to be tiered a little bit different. You're going to be able to get all the badges that you really want in tier 1 and in tier 2. Most of the badges that you will need in tier 3 are going to be like posterizer, unpluckable, limitless range, and you might have like an anchor or rebound chaser. Those are going to be the badges that you're going to have to end up trying to tier if you want to get the highest amount for you more badge points. Now look, you got an 80 ball control again, 75 pass accuracy. Not going with 76 because it's going to lock up if you end up doing that because your defense has to go up. Now on this build, since this build is going to have a higher like quick first step, you're going to end up losing out on certain defensive stats. Now your interior defense is going to be a 68, your perimeter defense is going to be an 80, your steal is going to be the same, but as of the block is going to drop down 1, so you're not going to be able to get chased down on Hall of Fame. Now I know a lot of people like chase down Hall of Fame, okay, it's not really a big deal, but it's going to be a big deal because you're going to have to sacrifice your vertical as well just to have that 95 post control to get quick first up on gold and unpluckable on Hall of Fame. Now look, you see the stats for defense. The stats on defense, it's playable. It's definitely playable. You got an 87 block. You got a 78 steal for the interceptors. You got an 80 perimeter defense. You got a 78 speed and a 78 acceleration for physicals. And then when it comes to the vertical, it goes to the basics. 75 vert. You need a higher vert than that so you'll be able to get consistent blocks. But 75 could get the job done, but it's not going to be as much effective from an 80. So if you want to change a few things, you can. This is the difference when I change the build with an 85 3-pointer. You're going to see I'm going to end up having a higher standing dunk on this build as I go up +4, and I'm going to end up with higher defensive stats. As of the defensive stats, it's going to be my interior defense, it's going to be my block going up to be able to get that Hall of Fame chase down, and then it's going to be my rebounder. My rebound go up a few, but as of everything else, it's exactly the same. Only a few things are being touched to end up making the build a little bit better, but if you want to go that route to get the extra defensive badge, you could. But for the takeovers, you only get sharp takeover, lock takeover, and you get post takeover. I'm actually surprised you don't get rim takeover on this build, especially the way it's set up with the 88 block on this build. But as of the shades of, you get Scottie Pippen, Jason Tatum, and LeBron James, and it's going to be called an inside out score. And since we're close to the end of 2K23, this might end up being one of my last build creations that we're going to end up creating and working on together. Now look, if y'all want to see this build, make sure y'all boys drop a like on the video, subscribe, turn on those post notifications if you haven't yet. It's 2 videos on the screen. If you ain't check them out, make sure y'all boys check them out.